Hello friends, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. My name is Ariana and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I had an off day today. I thought I might as well get into my microneedling. I'll have the downtime. My skin is suffering a little bit. It's surviving. It's not really thriving the way that I would like it to have, so insert Qure Microinfusion. This is the blue serum specifically for anti-wrinkles that came in the holiday bundle that I talked a little bit about in my vlog. Per the Qure website, this product helps to smooth the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, supports a brighter, more even looking tone, visibly plumps and supports a smoother looking skin texture, and leaves skin with a glowy, dewy, radiant finish, which of course we love. Looking into the key ingredients, it's formulated with rose flower water, glycerin, niacinamide, a copper tripeptide, beta-glucan, sodium hyaluronate. So basically just helping to improve the overall texture of the skin, luminosity, glowing, hydration, plumpness, all those good things that we talked about before. Prep with this product is super important. While I do use tretinoin pretty regularly, I have not used it for at least a week just to kind of minimize any damage that may be done to my skin. I also have not exfoliated my skin in a few days. So my skin is prepped, it is primed. I washed my face in the shower with the Anua Rice and Ceramide cleanser. To me, that cleanser is super gentle, it's non-stripping, it's almost nourishing to my skin, so I thought it was a perfect prep for today's routine. So with my skin clean and dry, I'm just going to remove all my hair very carefully that I just styled and diffused and hopefully not ruin my curls. I look crazy, but honestly, I would look crazier if it meant my curls stayed intact. Now, this is arguably my least favorite step. I'm going to sanitize my face with isopropyl alcohol on a clean cotton pad. The reason why I don't like this is just because it's a little drying, it's a little stripping, but it helps to minimize infection and injury and transference of bacteria and all that stuff that you don't want to happen. So, necessary nonetheless. Now I'm going to prep the Qure Infusion system, which is basically just unscrewing the cap to the serum and applying a hermetically sealed needle attachment head, like so. Then you're gonna wanna flip the product upside down so that it can infuse into the needles. This product has a sort of push system where when you press the needles into your face, it disperses the product through that push system, which is why you want the product to be sufficiently surrounding the entire head of the needles, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna let this sit for a couple of minutes. Getting into the application of this product, I'm basically just going to keep my face at an angle so that the serum can stay completely surrounding the needle cap, just to ensure that I'm getting as much serum infused to my skin as possible. These needles are 0.5 millimeter, which is perfect for microneedling on all areas of your face. When I go into my in-office microneedling treatments, they usually have to adjust the needle length depending on where you're getting the treatment done. For example, on your forehead, you cannot have anything longer than 0.5 millimeters, which again, that's what makes this product so perfect, because it's meant to minimize any of the downsides or scary things that come with improperly microneedling your face. The needles are gold plated, so again, adding to that sanitary aspect, but also just kind of quite luxurious. And I just go over each area a few times back and forth. I don't necessarily count per se, I just try to make sure that I am thoroughly covering the entire area, just because I do have some scars on my cheeks that I've been working to kind of get rid of. It's more of like raised and indented scarring that honestly people probably can't see, but I can see it. So one of the main reasons why I've taken up microneedling, and I just love all of the additional benefits outside of helping with acne scarring that I believe have helped my skin so much. If you're looking for a gift to get someone for Christmas, this is honestly a really great gift, especially if that person is skincare obsessed like me and my family is. I feel like a common misconception would be that this product actually hurts because the needles are so fine and they're so much smaller. It doesn't really hurt the way one might expect. I wouldn't necessarily say it feels the most pleasant in the world, but it really doesn't hurt. If you've done any in-office treatments like laser hair removal, I would say this is probably like on par with the level of uncomfortability that you feel. It doesn't hurt, but it doesn't feel great either. And I have a dark mark here. It's no longer active, so I'm kind of going double time. Microneedling my entire face, I would say safely takes about 20 minutes from start to finish. And then the downtime, probably a couple hours. It really does not take that long for your face to go back to normal as long as you're doing the proper prep and post care. I know with my in-office microneedling treatments, I'm kind of out of commission for days after just because of how deep that needle goes. And I definitely cannot put any makeup on, any sunscreen. My face burns so bad. And that's another reason why I really like these at-home kits, because it's so easy to do on your own and you can do it so much more regularly than having to pay sometimes thousands of dollars for those in-office treatments. And the downtime is so much less severe than those in-office treatments. Granted, there are a couple of trade-offs for either. There's pros and cons of either, but for me, I like to do it as maintenance in between when I can get in the office and do those more intense treatments. Definitely not the most pleasant angle for my neck, but it'll be worth it in the end. And I also very lightly go around my eye, nothing crazy, but this is where I'm starting to notice fine lines and wrinkles kind of popping up. Because it is this short 0.5 millimeter, it is perfectly safe to use around your eyes with caution. Obviously, I'm not using it on my actual eyelids or eyeballs. I'm using it in the areas where I have thicker skin, muscle, and fat deposits underneath. So just to be clear, the color of the serum is so crazy, but I trust that all of these ingredients are great and will do wonders for my skin. And I would say as long as your hairline is sanitary, don't hesitate to kind of get in there, because it will also help to stimulate circulation to those follicles, prevent premature hair fall, and encourage new growth. With my face totally microneedled, this is where you take the excess from the serum bottle, tap that into your skin to soak in, and I'm just gonna leave this serum on basically until the end of the day when I wash my face before bed with a very gentle cleanser and moisturizer. I'm going to completely throw away this vial. I don't need to save it. My next microneedling session will use a completely new bottle and needle head, again just to keep everything super sanitized and to ensure the best results possible. Like I said, the downtime with this is totally minimal. Probably by the end of the day my face will be fine, and definitely by tomorrow I know I will be good. That being said, the rest of the day and the days following, I am probably going to keep my routine super simple. I might go in with some PDRN and hyaluronic acid, specifically because PDRN is a great recuperative product once you do these cosmetic procedures like microneedling, lasers, etc. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know I look crazy right now. Like I said, I'm just gonna hang out at my house for the rest of the day. So thanks for doing this microneedling session with me. If you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts, and concerns, please feel free to let me know, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!